And welcome back to Late Night Gunpla with Talon Omega. I'm Talon Omega. Didn't set up my green screen today, so you get to see the mess behind me today. I mean, it's not much of a mess, but yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, I know I had mentioned the intent to stream 2 Sundays ago. Yeah, but just wasn't feeling it that Sunday, so I didn't actually wind up streaming. Last weekend, Saturday, I went out to visit family out in Corona. Didn't get home till about 9:30 actually. No, we didn't get home till late, so I didn't actually get to set up and stream last Saturday. Sunday, I don't really recall what I was doing, but I didn't actually do it. So here we are, almost 2 weeks after, so we are coming back to it. In the interim, I have really been focused in on making 3D printing. I mentioned it last time that I got my Octoprint running, so I can kind of keep an eye on my prints. I've got that running on the second screen right now, so I can kind of keep an eye on that. I'm kind of calibrating it right now with a new spool, but on that, like I said, I've been kind of running a lot of prints. So in that, I printed out the Dr. Doom mask. There are some kind of bits of it where I need to remelt some pieces, particularly within the eyes. I printed upside down, so the upside down parts really need to be reheated and melted down. After that, I'm probably gonna paint it chrome. I don't know if I'm gonna use the Molotov chrome or do something else, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So like I said, I've been really printing a lot of 3D stuff. Been going crazy trying to print the kind of the little light bugs from Monster Hunter World. One of the lanterns, for some reason, the shell keeps printing badly. I've printed out like 5 versions of it. Each of them kind of shifted for some reason on that part. I think it's probably just a bad STL at this point. I know a lot of the other pieces of the STL said they were kind of not watertight, so I'm guessing they weren't really done right. But yeah, I wasted quite a bit of filament on this one, but pretty much mostly got it done. I've got a idea how I'm going to MacGyver that piece and get it right. So that's the idea with that one. Printed finally a thread that actually worked well while printing it. I was kind of surprised that it did pretty well, so I am kind of proud of that. And yeah, I've been going on a bit of a 3D printer kick, which is also why I haven't actually edited the videos of the 3 Lego arms, the 2 Infinity Gauntlets, Infinity Gauntlet and the Nano Gauntlet, and the Wolverine claws. I haven't edited those videos together yet, so I need to get around to do that. I was trying to look at the videos of the Sandrock. Was it the Sandrock? Yeah, the Sandrock that I built, and apparently I didn't film all of it, so that's not going to be a complete build video. I'm going to try to do it with this one, but as anyone who was here last time seems to recall, the video kind of cut out in the middle of it, so I didn't actually get to see the sanding of the arm, but I figure pretty much a repeat on the other arm, so I'll do the videoing of the sanding of this arm. Hopefully that'll kind of come out well. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Yeah, kind of looking at it, and probably could use a little bit extra sanding because there is a seam that is kind of bothering me, but yeah, it'll probably bother me on the other arm as well. So so far what we have is we've got the head and the chest. I did some of the kind of gluing and sanding of the chest here. Got rid of most of it, but you can still visually see it on this side. This side definitely can see the seam, so more of it's kind of gone here. Definitely got rid of it at the bottom, I believe. I can see it in shades. Actually, yeah, I can see it as a shade, but the actual light on it kind of disappears. As is, I'm kind of remembering that I'm contemplating painting it, so most of it will be covered in paint anyway. So we'll see how it responds to that. As far as the arm, I got most of it off of the arm parts that will be seen. There's a little bit on the top part of the arm here, of the top part of the lower arm, but the upper arms and the shoulder seems to mostly be gotten rid of the left arm, no, the right arm. So left arm was what we did last time. So we will try to be doing the sanding on this, on the shoulder pad and the arm. So again, that'll be the recording. I'll be able to say that. Yeah, and then we will see. Actually, I think that was the thing. I wanted to maybe think of doing the leg first and then do the sanding at the end, so that I can at least leave one leg kind of starting to be held together and glued together, and then doing the rest of it maybe tomorrow. See where we go there. Oh yeah, completed the guns as well. So I've got one gun, and yeah, I didn't quite get the eyepiece on it right, but on this one I did get the eyepieces kind of looking really good. I'm glad how those came out on those two. But this arm, this gun, just because of black, didn't quite get the right effect going. Alright, so yeah, actually I'll just get rid of these tapes. The idea with the tape was kind of create a barrier for the glue so that it wouldn't actually kind of get the arm. Looks like it did work. We'll try to get one last piece out. Okay. I'm trying to pull it off the wrong way. It looks like. Might need a knife instead. There it goes. Yeah. Seems to have just shifted it. I think I'm spending entirely too much time trying to get that out. So we're just gonna leave that now. Alright. So yeah, let's get that done. So I need polycaps, 2 of these, so 2 of C, both of these, C's, and G, F, G, both of the G's here. Okay. Okay, so 5, 6, 13, and 14. Yeah. Right, so what is a C? No, that's still B. B2. Right, here we go. So these are the C's. I need you. And I didn't actually set up today, so kind of running at the last minute. Alright, I need you for sure. I'm gonna need you. Might need you, but I'll most likely be using a lot of these guys. 12. Yeah, I'll be using these guys a lot more. Oh, yeah, alright. Alright, so it looks like that's done. So 5, 6, 13, 14, 5, and 6. Here we go. Actually, yes, that's right. Let's start the recordings as well. So, setting my timer so I can start recording. Alright, yeah. I'll go to the side screen so you guys can see a little better view. I imagine. It looks like this one just because top view gets blurry when I'm actually recording. I don't know why OBS does that. 6, 13, and 14 over here. The reason I am at least cutting them up here is I'm trying to get them on the screen. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I need this first. Well. Right, so for the other one, a little better. Just how much it actually does overlap, so I'll probably have to trim all those before putting it together. And this part is hidden, so do I really care? Probably just use the glass file for this. And I just do a quick pass on it. Here. So in that interim time, what happened? Well, spring break happened for my youngest daughter. Actually, well, for both of them, because for some reason the Sporlings daycare also kind of decided they wanted to do a spring break. So wound up having to find placement for her as well. At least the Spore, we had her in day camp, summer camp, so she was kind of taken care of. but the Sporling kind of needed to find another deal for her, so wound up having to send her with family. Luckily, one of my cousins is more than willing, because none of her kids have had kids, so she wants a baby around the house. And she's willing to kind of really take care of my kid, so yeah, I'm willing to take advantage of that. That's right, this side. So yeah. That's right, this one. The extra trim here. So, yeah, forgot to say, today listening again to my Pandora channel for the Queen radio station again, just because I got tired of most of the music that was available on YouTube being kind of downscaled or covers. I would rather listen to the originals. So that's where we are right now. Alright. So, yeah, these are going to be the feet. Ooh. That's right. These might be replaced by these. We'll see. Again, I'll have to see once the full leg gets done, if that works out actually. All right, so okay, so this is specifically going to be for one of the legs, the left leg as well. No, right leg. It looks like, yeah, left leg doesn't have it. So right leg has extra support for the sniper rifle. So thank you. Yeah, it has been a while since you've been on, and it's been a while since I posted. I was talking about this a little earlier. I said I was going to come back that Sunday, and I don't know exactly what caused it, but I remember I was just too tired to do it. And then the following weekend, Easter Sunday, and so Saturday went to wife's family and didn't get home till late, and then Sunday again, Easter, so way too tired to do anything that day either. So we're back today, but thank you for joining on. Continuing on with the Zaku 1 sniper, I figured I'm gonna do the cutoff and kind of gluing together first, and then I'll do the sanding on this one. You missed it as well, but I've been I'll tell it once I kind of take the break what I've been doing as well. Alright, so then polycap J. Again, usually the polycaps I'll just roll off them, because again, who's going to see the polycaps? Then C36, C1, what's this, C2, most likely. No, that's D. Yeah. Oh yeah, everything's been fine with me. Is that C36? Up here. 36 and 37. Yeah, I had a lot of life stuff going on through Christmas. Well, I mean, I did post towards the end of Christmas to try to really push and finish the GPO1. No, the GPO1, the pod ball. The version Ka pod ball. 34 is here. There it goes. I did, and I think I did upload the video of it as well. So got that finally done. Yeah, the second week of January, because what pushed me, at least in January, to get back to finishing it was went to ALA and missed a build night that day, or yeah, the day that I went. So you're gonna be No, you're this way. Yeah, okay. C34, let's get you. Yeah, apparently one of the nights after I left, I started kind of checking my feed and saw some of my friends talking about apparently Bluefin had done a kind of build gathering night thing there. So I missed it and I was a little upset, and so I'm like, fine, I'll start building myself. So I started streaming that night as well. Yeah, I think they did. Like they had one of the panel rooms, and again, I think Bluefin kind of handed out probably. Oh, I don't remember what it did, but I know the what was it, the Gundam guys kind of competition. They had a couple of the Gundam Aerial SDs that they were giving for kids to do, so they might have been giving out a couple of those as well again. And that's what everyone was building there. I need you. Yeah, all I know is I wound up missing it. I was so upset, and so I decided to stream that night. And I don't think I finished the version car that day, but it did help me get a good bit of the way finishing it. Actually, on that, I think, I don't know if you were on the last time, but there was an actual build gathering by those Gundam guys at one of their houses a couple weekends ago. About a month ago, actually, now, so more than a couple. I usually try to go to those as well, because I like hanging out with those guys. Okay, so you go this way. Alright. Here. Wait, really? Yeah, should be in there. Should be going in there. Ah, there it goes. Okay, a couple of seconds. But yeah, those Gundam guys do, I think, a monthly build gathering, and it's pretty much just a full day of building. I think they had like 12 people at the one I went to last month. It's a pretty good turnout actually for them. They don't really have much space for much more than that. But at that one, I wound up building the mascot's little sister that I've got here. I'm calling her little sister. Built her, and I built a yes. Yeah, I also built the TIE Fighter non-scales. Can't remember the scale on them. Did I do anything else that day? No, I think I just did those two. Yeah, the Dom headsets. A friend of mine had gone to a Gundam convention, like in China a couple of years ago, and he picked these up. These were originally wired, and I decided to do a bit of kind of Frankensteining. I called it late night. I think I've got the logo for it at one point, and I'll be doing some of those eventually too. Late night mad sciencing, and I stole the kind of Bluetooth headset from a couple of kind of cheap Bluetooth headsets from Target, tore it apart, and kind of attach them to these. So now I've got Bluetooth headsets. Generally use them here at home. I don't actually attach them to my phone's Bluetooth. I do take them when I go to cons and just kind of show off that I have them at cons. And so, yeah, do that. So yes, I was going to say, what I've been doing, I've been kind of focusing entirely too much on my 3D printer. So I've got I did the Dr. Doom mask. I need to remelt some of the plastic because it didn't melt properly because it was building upside down. So yeah, once I melt that, I'm probably gonna paint it in chrome. Also, just because my first love, well, similar level of love has been Monster Hunter, so I got the pieces of the kind of little tracker bugs from Monster Hunter. For some reason, this piece kind of kept printing badly. I don't know why. I printed it like 4 or 5 times. That part always shifted. Again, I think it's the STL that was bad. So I just decided to say screw it and go on. Probably take one of the pieces and kind of Frankenstein it together as well. You know, all we've seen has been a kind of teaser trailer. You know, I'm always excited for a new Monster Hunter. I always am. World, I hate to say it, was a bit of a letdown as an old school Monster Hunter player. Because one, my major complaint has always been it's almost too detailed. I love the fact that it came back to PC, that it came to PC finally, but there was entirely too much detail, and I wound up getting lost in the details. So it was kind of hard to see all the stuff, and so having the bugs tell you was like, hey, there's something to pick up here, something to pick up here, was very distracting. Rise kind of took the step back, and I liked it. Kind of, yeah, you know, it was, but even there, one of my own personal little nits was, again, almost too easy. It was too easy to find the team, too easy to find a group, and just power level in a sense. So, yeah, wound up kind of being a little distracted by that as well. You know, it was almost too easy in that sense to just kind of go through it and do the progression, which was, again, kind of a bit of a letdown. Well, yeah, and I mean, I did have it in raise. Again, this is how much of a kind of Monster Hunter kind of fan I am. I originally bought my my Switch because of the Monster Hunter games. You know, wound up getting. Do I have? Yeah, I probably have the dock actually in here. There it goes. There's the last one. So I mean, yeah, was it Rise? Yeah, the one before Rise. Wait, was it Rise? Anyway, but yeah, I wound up getting the Switch, wound up buying the PS4 because of Monster Hunter. So yeah, I mean, you tell me a system's got Monster Hunter, I'm gonna get it. I was upset when it went off PlayStation and went to the DS, but I bought the DS for it, or I bought the Wii U for it. So again, I am that much of a fan of the system, of the game. So that piece goes down, then D31, D32, and D30. 2.5, 31. Oh, okay. It's pretty much just hand pieces on that one. Right. Hand piece on this one too. Right. So 31 and 32. But yeah, I'm again old school on Monster Hunter, so grew up with the difficulty of having to kind of play locally with people. Again, I imported, not even try, portable third. I imported I bought an imported copy of the PS3 version of it. So again, not much of a fan. And again, really happy that it went back to. Well, no, that was the last one on the PlayStation, because it had been portable before then. Like it was a PSP, had the PSP, and again, it was always about going locally. Had one of my cousins who was my usual crew, and one of his neighbors. So we would spend just hours just grinding away at the game, either at my cousin's place or his friend's neighbor's place. And so again, you had to find people. Again, PSP, PS3 one had the ability, when it went on the PS3, it had the ad hoc version, but still you had to find people. Now it's pretty much, I kind of want to get the Rathalos one. I'm not so sure about the Nergi. Wait, no, was it Nergi? Is it the Nergi? No, it's what is it? The Magnamalos, I think it is. Was the other one? Doesn't quite look like it, and so I'm not sure about that one. But the Rathalos, I really am kind of tempted. But those are coming out this November, December. But yeah, I'll probably do that. Yet another kind of kit to make. Yes, to be shown off at the next one. I made it out to Anime Jungle 2 weeks ago. And so I've got more kits. As I posted online, as I told my friend, I can quit anytime I want. I don't have a problem. But yeah, bought more kits. You and you. And you need that one. And where'd the other? Did I get that one already? Huh, I guess I had. Oh man, yeah, it does. But anyway, well, one of the kits that I bought is officially not for me. So that's my excuse there. That one's not for me. I bought one for the Spore because she's been building those. She's been building her quote unquote robots. It's cute that she calls them that. Which way? This way. Yeah, it looks like you go in there. And you go. Oh, okay. So, no, yeah, all right. You go in here. There goes. And you. That way, yeah. All right. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so yeah. So this is the sniper knee, kind of helps balance it out. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so that's that knee. Alright, so one leg. And polycap B. Just pay attention. Pretty much just because it's going to be that side. And then A4, A5. Okay, so this one I will not be doing the extra kind of sanding yet, because that'll probably be either tomorrow or next week, depending on if I actually do stream tomorrow. We'll have to see. In addition, I did a Lego run as well, so I've picked up a couple of things. As also, what did I get? I got the rotating Earth and Stars Technic set. Again, technically my excuse there is that it's not for me, it's for my daughters. Again, that's my excuse there, that it's for the girls. Alright, let me go in here. I got 3 minutes, yeah. Why aren't you going? Alright, you know what? You go in there, so yeah, I'll use you. Hold you there. Alright, and then you go in here. Alright. Alright, yeah. So, kind of an annoying piece. Hold on, get in there. There it goes. Finally. Alright, now the extra thin cement. So today, we, family and I, we did the Maker Faire out in LA, out in downtown, well, more Chinatown really. I consider Chinatown more so. Right. Right. Let's get that glue into there. See if I can get it to a mushroom or muffin top a bit. Alright. Yeah, so I got this one. I still need to go get the extra clamps that I've been talking about getting. Alright. That's one leg. Alright, so this is going to be cap F, one of the F's, and cap M. Alright, I have to pause here. Stop the recording for now. Alright. So, yes. Oh man. Wait. You bought the water decal separate, I'm assuming, because I don't remember like high grades coming with water decals. So, all right, the haul. This one is the Spores. Picked up the Squirtle. This one always surprised me that they never made that one yet. Ah, okay. So yeah, I'm surprised it took this long for them to finally get Squirtle done. They had what's the name? Why can't I remember the other two? So yeah, I had Pikachu was obviously the first one of these kits that they made. They made Charmander, Bulbasaur, but they had not made the Squirtle yet. So finally got it for her. So got that one. For myself, I got Choo Choo because I really wanted Choo Choo. I have the other two, but Choo Choo is best girl of which one is this? Witch from Mercury. There we go. Yeah, best girl of Witch from Mercury. Fight me. I mean, granted, Office Lady Evil Girl one is kind of second for me. But yeah, I also have the other two, Morine and Suleta. And then I'm arguing this is for the girl. For the girls, just because it was cute enough that I figured it's cool for them. So these are my haul from Anime Jungle. So I'm settled for there for at least another month or two before I try to make the run again. Right. Well, I mean, I actually did watch Witch from Mercury as it was airing. So, you know, kind of. Again, still think Choo Choo was best girl. So if and when you finally get around to it, you'll see what I mean. She is best girl. Fight me. So yeah, that was the haul from Jungle. I'm so happy that I have Jungle. Because if it didn't have Choo Choo there, would have definitely had to make the run out to Frank and Sons. So yeah, got that. All right. Actually, yeah, hydration break 2. Hey, exactly. That's what makes her best girl. I mean, she's got an attitude. She's feisty. I like her. More so than doe-eyed Suleta and just surly Miorin. You know, again, Choo Choo. So, yeah, got her. Alright, let's start you back up again. Alright. Yeah, so that's running. Yeah, no, let's leave it full. I really need to figure out some way to get, like, a kind of shaded area here so you guys can see the chat a little better when it's on this. Because, I mean, I had made this one, but I feel it like shrinks the screen too much. So, and I mean, granted, I've got this screen in smaller size. I don't know how it looks like in full screen, but I'm just gonna take full screen. All right, so PC A40, A1, so A2 40. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, 240 and B15, 16. Yeah, there it goes. Here's another one where I won't be cutting off the nubs or kind of doing the sanding on this until probably tomorrow. Alright, there's that. For this one I do need to do that because this one isn't going to be having any glue. They made an El People? Or is it just kind of a standalone statue that you had of Elpio? Again, I know of Elpio, but I haven't actually gotten around to personally watching, what is it, Double Zeta? Yeah. Like, I did pick up, Zeta. Can't remember which one I had and which I picked up. If I had Zeta and had to pick up Double Zeta, or if I had Double Zeta and picked up Zeta. I think I bought Double Zeta. So, finally got that. Finally put them on my Plex as well, so I can get around to watching them at the convenience. Why am I bothering with this? Because I'm not thinking about it. Whatever. Yeah. Alright, so you are this one? Supposedly? Yep, okay. Actually, yeah, let's see how you fit. Technically. I feel like if I'm gonna use these, I need to print it out of something that isn't as hard as this. Okay, so there's that. Well, I guess I could scale up the print a bit, but scale up the print, maybe, what, 10%? 5? Probably 5%. Yeah. Alright, well, there goes that plan. Not that it was a great plan either. Alright, so you are on this side. So make sure the flat is to the top. There it goes. And then you. Yeah, and this one. I'm trying not to get it too close together so I can still get some of the glue in there. But I want to make sure that one goes in on the other side too. Come on. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so make enough of a gap in here as well. Let's get the glue in there. Ooh. Did I get some on my hand? Kind of feel like it brushed against my hand. Some more on the outside to help melt it a little better. But yeah, so yeah, I've got them. Got pretty much all the Gundam movies, original UC Century, on my Plex now, so I need to get around to watching them. Ah, shit. I figured this would be the case on these. stay. Scheiße. Did I? No. These are inside the feet. Yes. Oh, I forgot to do the bottom of the feet because I was busy with something else. Anyway, so yeah, let me just get the feet right now. I'm gonna do both. Actually, yeah, this one doesn't matter if I actually sand it. So yeah, get that out the way. Both of them are, yeah, doesn't really matter. And I have been trying to get through UC in chronological order. Everyone has their own kind of view preference, and so that's always been mine. I want to try to watch it in chronological. This one. But of that, I keep saying I've gotten up to about the Christmas one, 08 MS Team, no, 0083. 4 in the pocket, with, according to me, the best kit. The, what I always keep forgetting it as well. Came for. I always forget. It's like it's a German name. I remember it's a German name, but I always forget which German word it is. Rough sand, a slight buff, and the final buff, the shine buff. Okay, that's that one. So kind of rough buff. This is supposed to be the shine. Same here. The rough. Kind of knock it down. That's just buffing. The shine. Oh, hey, that's right. Been intending to open up these. Supposedly, these are close to the original kind of pieces that come with the glass vial with the riser are supposed to be like. We'll see. Alright, so let's see how this works out. I was thinking about you earlier this week, Jeff, because I was going to text you that I finally had my first big house expenditure. the washing machine kind of gave out on us, so had to wind up buying a new washing machine. I mean, it is, especially because a lot of the newer shows kind of keep jamming into the 1 year wars. Like Origin kind of went back to the 1 year war, and so did what was the jazz one? Thunderbolt. Although technically, from what I heard, kind of iffy side story. Well, yeah, it was like, but it really just gets jammed into the 1 year war. So it's just kind of like you get the tail end of it. Yeah, more mid-sized purchase. Yeah, it was. It is a mid-sized purchase, but still, like, it's one of the big purchases that I had to do recently. I'm kind of worried because now with it, when we run it and we run the microwave, it seems to trip one of the breakers. Luckily, not the breaker for the washing machine, but the breaker for the main house. Oh man. Oh man, AUs again. Which Mercury is the latest one? What other AU? I started watching Double O when it was coming out, but I never actually finished it. A lot of people really encouraged me to try to get into what's it called? Iron-Blooded Orphans, but didn't really I think I watched like the first 10 episodes and then just kind of dropped it. I don't know, didn't quite hold my interest, but again, a lot of people were like, yeah, it's great, it's really good, and I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it. Okay. So, this is pretty good, actually. So, the buff. And then the shine. Yeah. Seems really close to... I feel like my finger did more damage. Ooh. The heck? Huh. Whatever comes off of that stuff seems to have done a lot more damage, really. Have to be careful about that. And really the buff one. Looks like it's an issue of the buff one. Have to be careful with that. Brush. Trying to get all that. Again, seems like the toothbrush did more damage. Interesting. Alright, well, so, yeah. Let's go over these again. I mean, at least it's right down the street from you. G Gundam's another one that I picked up. There was a sale from Crunchy. I guess all the stuff that they got from Right Stuff. So I wound up picking up G Gundam and Zeta. So yeah, that one also got thrown onto the Plex server, so I can finally get around to watching that, as it's another one that, you know, I keep getting encouraged to watch. Go. Let's just do the whole thing. As not like it'll be too much of a problem if you. It gets. Alright, so which side? Yeah. So. Yeah, where's this one? Alright, so. Footy is done. Wait, no. Ah, there's the wrong one. There it goes. Alright. So yeah, I mean, at least for you, the Costco is like right down the street. Where we used to live, we had a really good Costco situation in the valley. We had like 3 or 4 within like 5 minutes drive. Maybe 10 minutes drive for some of the further ones. But yeah, you know, it was like really close by. Now the closest one to me is, I think it's like 30 minutes. Like yours is technically one of the closer ones. And then there's the 2 other ones, which are again kind of another 20 minutes away. Alright. I think I'm gonna hold off on panel lining this one till I decide what I'm gonna do. So, alright. Okay, so now that that's done, alright. I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep you open because, yeah, it's getting rid of all this. Well, I mean, you could walk there, but everything you'd have to get there, you need a car. So it's kind of like counter for that. But I mean, yes, you could walk there. Alright, so I think this is all I'm gonna do with these, just because. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna wind up having to go with these instead. See if I can get them. Sanded down appropriately. This is parts technically easier. Alright, so that panel line looks like it's gone. So now let's see if I can get the rest of this done. So let's see. Okay, alright, I'm gonna have to maybe use this one. Okay, yes, for lunch, yes, for you, easy enough to technically walk there. Get your lunch and your exercise while getting your lunch. And then for you, it's great. For me, it's a bit of a slog. But on that one, yeah, that was, you know, the expenditure, we did got it. We did get the, we bought the washing machine from there. And that probably gonna go tomorrow. Well, I mean, yeah, to be fair, the one we had, I think, was about 10 years old, so it served its purpose. But, yeah. Back to the original, you know, again, stuck on watching the original Gundam kind of rewatch in chronological order. I need to get around to doing that. Gotta remember, I want to get this on the camera. I'm trying to hope I don't send too much off. Although at this point, most of these higher grids are, again, kind of just buffing. Shit. Alright. Just verify. Yeah, that's a little crisper. Wait, no, not that one. Yeah. So yeah, Gavin. I mean, Wing was what brought in a lot of people to it in the early 2000s. God, that feels. It sounds so wrong to say it, and it feels so weird that it's like how long it's been. I don't actually want to say how long it's been, but it's like it's such a mind trip to think that I've been building these for about that long, actually, too. Yeah, I think the first one I bought, if not, yeah, was, you know, first year of Animagic, which long gone Anime Con, R.I.P. It's, I don't know how I feel about being older. Like, I don't dread it like Jason does. But, it's, yeah, it's weird to think. I mean, okay, it's not that I dread it, but the big thing is, it's just, I have such a weird relationship with time that is like, yeah, no, that was just a couple of years ago. It was, the 2000s were, 2005 was just like 2-3 years ago, right? Not 20. So, kind of that's where I am on that one. So it's like that's where it kind of gets me. There's like, what? No, it's not that long ago. Yeah. Care doesn't need to be playing the music from that era. They're still doing the bubblegum pop. And the fact that they call it bubblegum pop instead of oldies. I'm remembering the joke on Star Trek, I think it was Into Darkness, where they made that joke. Like, is this classical music? I'm just being tickled pink by that. Buffing. Let's see what it does. Oh, did I start that? Oh, nope. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. So, buffing after all of that. I mean, you can obviously tell it was kind of sanded, but wow, really did get rid of the seam line there. I'm liking it. So I'll have to see about the paint. Yeah, because I mean, I did buy the Xeon colors, but this is, earth front. This is kind of green, or yeah, it's sand, so not really meant for that. Anyway, all right. So now the sanding on this one. Try to get the seam lines off of this. So it's gonna be a pain too, because this is really gonna make it difficult to get that. I'm definitely gonna have to use the other piece, the that one. And these. Alright. What the heck? Yes, that's right. Well, let's try the razor. Probably get the angle here. Wait. No. Right, let's try this. I don't really need to do it this way, but I'm trying to cause enough of a wedge there so that when it sands it doesn't actually do away with the with that ridge there. I think I have to do it this way too, just kind of sand down away from it. I'll try that and see if that works. It'll be kind of a difficult part though when I do that raised bit. Hope that I can still get, trying to make sure sand against it as well. Let's go. Yeah, so like I said, next weekend I'll have to see if I'll actually stream, because I don't know. I'm planning to go to Ren Fair, but I don't know if I'm going to go Saturday or Sunday, and I'm fairly sure I'm just going to be wiped from that because one, it's Ren Fair, most likely sunny, all day out in the sun, and two, most likely be taking the family, so running around after two tiny humans, it's just gonna drain me. Tomorrow? Let me see if I can get that scene. Yeah, I'm going next weekend because next weekend is technically Pirate Weekend, and that's what my outfit is. Same. Again, I should have been doing this part here too. I'm trying to do it this way to define that little ledge there on both of them. That's the thing, I'm going next weekend because, again, it's Pirate Weekend, but two, it's also Market Weekend. So if I go with the Sporlings, they're going to want to buy stuff, and so if I buy stuff, buy them outfits, buy them kind of toys and stuff, it'll rack up to the 150 needed for 2 tickets for, another weekend. And so, just use that. Let's try to... Okay. All right, so that seems to have worked. Some of that definition. Yeah, it looks like most of the rest of the panel line is also gone, so that's promising. Well, I mean, I'll let you know when I plan to go for. So yes, second weekend that plan to go without the spoilers, without the children, so that I can do the pub crawl. Actually, no, I did decide on when I'm gonna do the pub crawl. Where's my? Well, I'll remind me to look it up in a bit when I take my break. But so if you decide to go, you're gonna have to find your own way there because I'm gonna have a full car. But yeah, make your way there, and I think pub crawl tickets are all sold out though. And as there's always drama, there used to be a group that would do the pub crawl, and kind of there was some drama about that, and so they were stopped, but they're still doing their own pub crawl. I think they did it in the backwards rotation. So yeah, probably I need to kind of find them and get on their mailing list. So I can get that pub crawl in as well. But I got the official pub crawl ticket. I mean, again, they claim they always keep a couple of them to buy, day of. They also, from what I remember, opened up a lot more pub crawls. They're doing like 4 a day. So I mean, you might want to check and see if they still have them. But like I said, at least the day I'm going, you can at least kind of stumble along with the pub crawl. You won't be able to get your kind of beers and ale and mead as quickly as we do, but you'll be able to get them. Kind of stumble along, like I said. Like Amy doesn't quite do it anymore either, so she leaves it up to me. So I forget which one I got. But yeah, like I said, I think they're doing 3 or 4. Okay, so it looks like most of the panel line's gone there. Alright, so now these parts. Yeah, I'm about to pause anyway. So, yeah, I was going to look at my clock, alarm. Just got your message about something for your birthday. Yeah, okay, so yeah, rent fair is 13th, 14th of this month, next month. So yeah, we're going on May 4th and to doing the pub crawl. So in case you want to tag along that day. And like I said, they claim they keep a couple of them to buy day of. And you have to show up pretty much as soon as they open. So I did that not last year. Yeah, because last year I made sure that I bought the pub crawl tickets before, but the last time I went, like 3-4 years ago, pre-Panini, and like they weren't doing the pre-order on the tickets yet for pub crawl. It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. But yeah, I figured that was the only day because I was looking ahead. Because yeah, the weekend after, well, what is the weekend after? Yeah, weekend after is Mother's Day weekend, so really difficult to go then. The last weekend, 18th and 19th, Ciclavia on the 19th. So yeah, that's why I decided to just make it on the 4th. What else was I going to look at? Yes, pub crawl. See if you can buy the pub crawl tickets. Here. Where is that? Pub crawl. Okay. So let's see. Pub crawl. Okay, it says. Nope. All right. It says they're all sold out for that day anyway. So yeah, you're SOL. But like I said, you can try to show up early and try to get the tickets and see if they still have any. That's how I did it a couple of years ago. I made sure that I was like there opening. What? Oh shoot! I need to actually start that. Start that. There it goes. Yeah. I mean, I was upset with the Panini because when they canceled and they gave you free tickets, they gave us free tickets to the next year, and then next year was still kind of canceled, and so they doubled the tickets, and then I got sick the following year on the weekend that I was finally gonna, like, so many things happening that I never actually got around to using it, so I had 4 tickets that just kind of went to waste. Two years ago, I had 4 tickets, and I couldn't even give them away to people who would have loved it. All right. So now, yeah, oh, whatever. Yeah, it's a panel line, but I can just scribe it after. Yeah, like that year, and like I finally decided, it's like, all right, fine, we'll just go the last weekend, we'll make use of them, you know, and then I wound up getting sick that weekend. It was, again, really annoying. Okay, yeah. So it looks like that panel line's gone. So wife got me to watch Three Body Problem. Tried to get her to at least let us watch it in the original Chinese. She didn't, because she watched the Netflix one and kind of made me watch it. So I finally finished that yesterday. Been bad about keeping up with my anime though. I haven't finished. What was I watching? I was watching Solo Leveling, Dungeon Meshi, and Bang Bravern. Bang Bravern, I really fell behind on it. It's off my cringe meter a bit too much, so it's kind of hard for me to sit through and watch the whole episode. But I mean, it's awesome. It's good. But sometimes it's just like, it's too kind of in your face about, you know, I guess, I don't know about trying to make you uncomfortable. But yeah, Solo Leveling, I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I haven't gotten to this week's episode yet. Shit. God damn it. What the heck? Why do I keep... Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back over it. Nah. Susu. Which one's that one? Yeah, Freden. I don't know. Didn't actually call my attention. Wow, that was bad. Let's scrape it off that way. Alright. Did that start already? I know there was a new season. Well, is it a new season or is it just kind of a resetting, retelling again? Like, I think that's what kind of threw me off from thinking about watching it. That I think I heard it was just kind of redoing it. Oh, it's not a reset? Okay. So I may pick it up. But did it start already? Was it this season? I missed that part, I guess. That's 16 minutes left on the print. Did I? Okay, 4 minutes left. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that part get sanded as well. Oh, the first episode just... Okay, so... Wait, no. So that... Is that... What is that? Second half? Because, I mean... Didn't the season just end on that stuff? Well, the first half of the season, so... So I guess it's like... The 12 episodes ones are over, but the 26 episode ones are still going, so it's like... Second half of the 12 episode thing. Seems like that's what's going on with that. Really? Are they no longer doing the 26? They're all afraid of doing 26 episodes now. Is that what it is? Cowards. Believe in your show. Actually, yeah, Bravern, believe in your show. Why couldn't you make it 26 episodes? You know, people would have been all over it. The animators would be dead, I'm sure, but the fans would be more than happy. Excuse me. I don't know, I keep seeing the meme about Frieren remembering the hero doing stuff for her back in the day. Just wondering how much of it is kind of a nostalgia kind of show. I heard Frieren kind of reminded some people, well, at least the person who mentioned it, Frieren reminded them of Deedlit. And, you know, Loy concurred. It was part of the plot also that they're looking for the hero, or his descendants or something. Yeah. So yeah, I need to finish catching up on Dungeon Meshi for sure. Because that one, I really was enjoying it. Alright. Posting time. Yeah, we'll see if I get around to it. No, there was another show that I mentioned that I need to watch just because of a bit that they did on the last episode. So, I need to get around to downloading that one. Excuse me. Oh, wow. 10:39. Okay. Well, once I get this bit done, I'll probably call it a night. I mean, yeah, looks like I'll be about done by it. As in a soap opera? Office lady girl? Building office lady? Alright, now you got me curious. Oh. Ah, you finally watched it? Did you finish it? I still haven't finished the second season, the kind of the side story, the AU. But I mean, I was enjoying it. I liked it. It was a fun show. Wait, did I start that? Yeah. Okay. So now the top. Ah. Oh, the first season? It was a good show. I enjoyed the fun. Like, that one made me so tempted to, like, a bit of a spoiler, but she builds an Ava and a Mazinger. Yeah. So, yeah. And it's like got me tempted to want to build an Ava and a Mazinger. So, and I think both of them were the real grade versions. Actually, the Mazinger. No, the Mazinger 3 just came out with the real grade, but there was the big one from a couple of years ago, and got me kind of tempted to get it because of it. But yeah, the Ava one, again, also kind of tempted to get it to build from the show. It's a good show. I think, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Although it's a kind of love story to pretty much all kind of plastic models. I forget if in the first season or the side story she makes a replica Himeji Castle. I think it's the second season. But I think in first season they also do like the Tamiya slot cars, the RC cars. So again, it's a love story too. Yeah, and that's why I haven't gotten around to finishing it. Or at least that's some story and I'm sticking to it. Let's try buff and shine. Oh wow, yeah. Right. Buff and shine. Buff and shine. Alright, so that looks good. This is going to be the extra fun, interesting part. You're telling me this as I'm building Gundam. Come on. Of course, everything worth doing takes a bit of time. Of course, I believe that. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Can I still... 2. Let's see. What are you painting now? What minis are you doing now? Another one of your board games. Something else entirely. Still doing the Terracotta Warriors? No, Great Wall, so probably something else. But or were the Terracotta Warriors for this? Yeah. Alright. This one's... Yeah. Talk about things worth taking time. I have to do this one. Really. Actually, I don't know if I can actually get rid of the pen line here. It seems like you have been. Yeah. Like, I'm trying not to go back and forth, but I think this piece is just going to need me to go back and forth on it. The general kind of consensus is not to do kind of back and forth sanding, try to just do sand in one direction, but again, just because of how this piece is kind of designed and put together, kind of have to. That's right. I need to try to do it over here too. Alright. I think that looks like That's most of it. Yeah, okay. So it looks like on the top here it is, but it's not really getting rid of right there. I guess it'll have to do. Alright. So 4, 6, 800 grit here. Feels so waxy. 800 grit feels kind of waxy on these. Okay, well, last little bit. Looks like I will make it to midnight or to 11 o'clock today. There's like 5 minutes left, and I think there's like 5 minutes left of sanding really here. I need to stop you. So yeah, I'll make it to 11 today, so that's good. And then we'll see again if I do tomorrow or not. Plan is to wait. Is it what is it? 800. Oh yeah. Oh well. No wonder it felt kind of waxy. I jumped a piece, so yeah. Probably like 5 minutes left. All right, let's just go do that. Hopefully, it doesn't overheat too much. Yeah, and then just kind of doing this last bit anyway. Alright, last little bit. Okay. Alright. So now, just try to get that residue out. Toothbrush. Alright, so, and got the hand done of you. Yeah, I forgot that part. Oh well. It's kind of hidden anyway. Alright, and then you. Alright, actually, let's do the other hand, just because it's like 5 minutes anyway. Do T1. No, not that one. D1, 13. 1, yeah. A13 and 12. Ah. Mascot down. Gotta continue looking disapprovingly at my build. And 12 and 13. 12. Ooh. 13. Alright. Two hand. Okay. A little bit of a stress mark. Yeah, stress mark on that one too. Just the last little bit here. Oh, shit. Okay, no. Did I bring it? No. No, I didn't. Just kind of... Alright, hold on. Yeah, there it goes. It just goes in weird. Alright. That's just gonna keep holding out. I might have to glue that one in. Alright. Come on. Yeah, I think I may decide to glue that in there too. But, alright. So, arms done. Alright. So, arms done. Head done. Lost the eye. Still upset about that. Got both feet done. Alright. And I got one leg done. So again, tomorrow I got right leg done, so tomorrow left leg, so I can leave it kind of pressed for the next week. And then looks like the hip skirt for tomorrow as well, get that out the way. Maybe the backpack, I don't think there'll be much gluing on that either. So yeah, most of that will be done, and then the last bits will be the extra kind of little bit of detail work. So yeah, looks like we are there today. Alright, go ahead and stop this right now. Alright, so yeah, be able to see it a little better. Oh, why is that? Oh, anyway. So yeah, got most of the panel line gone here, and on most of the arm there and there. You can still see it inside there, but who's gonna look in there? Yeah, you can see it right there a bit. But all right, so I got the hands on here now too. Panel line this arm. I'm not gonna panel line this one because I remembered I'm gonna paint. So yeah, I'll leave that for next time. And again, and the feet. So that's where we are today. Oh, is he? Anything I need to send him for? I mean, he did bring me. He bought the Nipako. And he says he'll probably order the leg for himself if and when he eventually gets around to building it. But we'll see how he does that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I have anything. I'll tell him to buy me a couple more of the kind of 1/12 scale kind of little things for dioramas and whatnot. I'll probably do it that way. Anyway, thanks for being on, Jeff. Who are the other people? Well, they haven't been on in a while. But Mr. Gubbin and Rescava1, thank you guys for having been on. Are you even still on? I'm pretty sure you're not. Yeah, no. Anyway, but, again, thank you guys for having been on. And, yeah, I will be hopefully on tomorrow. I don't believe I have anything. Like I said, I'm just going to be making a Costco run. So hopefully that doesn't drain me too much. But, yeah. All right, well, thanks for being on, Jeff. I'll see you later. Bye.